South Africa, 1986. A 15-year-old boy is immersed in his world of technology and innovation. His room is a true laboratory of ideas, with disassembled computers, stacks of programming books, and notes scattered everywhere. He dreams of transforming technology and, like every young person, perhaps one day even exploring space. His mind is buzzing with possibilities, but at the same time, he faces a harsh reality. His innovative project is struggling to gain traction, and he lacks the necessary support to move it forward. At the same time, due to his parents' pressures, he is preparing to make choices that will shape his future. Facing a personal crisis, a lack of support, and limited resources, he feels compelled to choose between continuing to invest his time and energy in his revolutionary project or following a more conventional path that offers stability and security. The young man stays up all night, and after deep reflection, he decides to opt for the traditional route. He abandons his software project and focuses on his studies and school activities. Instead of pursuing his technological ambitions, he chooses a secure and predictable career, as his parents had envisioned. Time passes, and he graduates in business administration. In an alternate scenario, he finds a job at a local diner. The diner is a simple place, but he stands out for his dedication and efficiency. He manages orders deftly, serves customers with a polite smile, and adapts to the daily routine. His environment is filled with constant noise and activity, but he finds a way to adjust and build a comfortable life within this new context. Life at the diner is marked by a predictable routine. He wakes up early, works throughout the day, and spends his nights resting and preparing for the next day. His dreams of innovation and exploration are replaced by a simple and secure life. He becomes an important part of the local community, known for his hard work and reliability. While living this ordinary life, he starts to reflect on what could have been. He observes colleagues and friends excelling in technological and space fields, wondering how his life might have been different if he had followed his true dream. But over time, he accepts the reality of his choices and adapts to the path he has chosen. On a regular day, while cleaning a table at the diner, something unexpected happens. He finds an old notebook buried under a pile of papers. Opening the notebook, his notes and ideas about his innovative project are revealed, as if the past is calling out to him. The notebook seems to glow and opens automatically, casting a soft light around him. He is immediately transported back to the crucial moment when he had to choose between the innovative path and the traditional one. Back in 1986, he finds himself once again facing the decision. The notebook acts like a portal to the past, offering him a new chance. With a mix of hesitation and hope, he decides to redo his choice. He opts to follow his true dream and resumes his innovative project with renewed determination. Following his new decision, he starts a software company that revolutionizes online information sharing. Next, he establishes a digital financial services company that transforms the payments sector. His journey continues with a series of technological innovations that gain global attention. Over the years, his passion for innovation leads him to dream of space exploration. Inspired by the idea of making life multiplanetary, he founds a space exploration company. The journey to achieve this dream is fraught with challenges. Developing reusable rockets and planning missions to Mars are audacious endeavors. By early 2008, the office of the space company is shrouded in tense silence. The dim light from the ceiling lamps illuminates a space heavy with tension and frustration. The floor is littered with papers, reports, and rocket plans, evidence of efforts and dreams dashed. The man behind this ambitious space venture sits in an office chair, staring at a screen filled with discouraging graphs and numbers. He rises slowly and looks out the office window. The night sky is clear, and the stars seem as distant as the goals he set for his company. In a moment of introspection, he watches the starry glow and recalls the dreams that once inspired him. The vision of making space exploration more accessible and revolutionizing the sector now feels like a distant mirage. The weight of financial and technical challenges bears down on him. The company has experienced 2 consecutive launch failures. The problems are complex and resources are scarce. The team works tirelessly, but each attempt feels like a step backward. Investors are beginning to lose faith, and support is waning. He walks through the office, passing whiteboards covered in formulas and technical drawings. He sees the tired faces of his engineers, who are also fighting against the tide. They believe in his vision, but the future of the company is at stake. He knows he cannot continue pushing the team and investing his personal savings indefinitely. With a deep sigh and a painful decision, he heads to the conference room. He gathers his team and shares the devastating news. "We are closing the company," he says, his voice heavy with sorrow. Shock and disappointment are evident on everyone's faces. For many, this is the end of a collective dream, a dream of redefining the limits of space exploration. As employees begin to leave, the office, once vibrant and full of hope, empties out. The lights go out, and the daily hum fades away. The company, which had promised to challenge the status quo and push humanity to new frontiers, now disintegrates. With the company closed, he finds himself on an unexpected path. Without a job and with limited financial resources, he relocates to a small town in the countryside. There, he takes a job as an assistant in a local auto repair shop. Life at the shop is vastly different. He spends his days fixing cars and learning basic mechanical skills. His nights are lonely, filled with reflections on the choices he made. While working at the shop, he starts frequenting a local bar where he befriends the townsfolk. The community is welcoming, but he misses the greater purpose that once guided him. Conversations at the bar often revolve around unfulfilled dreams and missed opportunities, heightening his sense of regret. One particularly exhausting day, he decides to take a walk through the nearby hills. During the walk, he discovers a quiet spot and sits to rest. Beside him on the ground, he spots something familiar, the old notebook he had found years ago in the diner. He opens it, and the pages shine once again, as if eagerly awaiting him. The notes on space exploration and rocket technology are intact, and the notebook seems to radiate an energy he cannot ignore. Holding the notebook, he is transported back to the moment he decided to close the company. Armed with the knowledge of what could have been, he makes a different choice this time. He decides to persevere despite the challenges. He seeks new investors, reignites his team's motivation, and finds creative solutions to overcome financial obstacles. His tireless work begins to pay off. The third rocket launch is successful, and news of the achievement spreads quickly, rekindling hope and faith in his space exploration company. The office, once a place of despair, now buzzes with renewed energy. Laughter and inspired conversations replace the heavy silence, and the tired faces of engineers shine with newfound determination. He feels a mix of relief and pride. The success not only validates his efforts, but also reinforces his belief in persistence and innovation. Each achievement is a personal and professional victory, bringing him closer to realizing his dreams. More determined than ever, he aims to reach the stars, literally. The growth of his company is meteoric. Contracts with space agencies and other entities prove that reusable rockets are the future of space exploration. Each successful launch is a milestone, a testament to the possibility of making life multiplanetary. He becomes a symbol of innovation and resilience, inspiring a new generation of dreamers and inventors. At the same time, he also invests in an electric vehicle company, transforming the automotive industry with sustainable and high-performance vehicles. The impact is global, changing the way the world views energy and transportation. He feels a deep satisfaction as he sees his visions come to life, not only changing industries, but also contributing to a better and more sustainable future. However, success comes with its own challenges. Responsibilities increase, and the world's expectations weigh heavily on his shoulders. Financial difficulties and production problems begin to pile up. He spends sleepless nights, worrying about unmet deadlines and at-risk investments. The pressure becomes unbearable, and he starts to doubt his ability to continue. During an internal meeting, the tension is palpable. He sits at the head of the table, surrounded by his team of engineers and executives. The silence in the room is oppressive, broken only by the occasional rustle of pages and keystrokes. "We're behind on deliveries again," one of the directors says with a grave expression. Investors are losing patience, and customers are demanding answers. He looks around the room, observing the tired and worried faces of his team. A knot forms in his stomach, knowing that the decision he is about to make will affect everyone there. "I know everyone is doing their best," he begins, his voice heavy, "but the reality is that we're facing obstacles that seem insurmountable. The financial pressure and lack of resources are pushing us to the limit." The gaze is fixed on him, reflect a mix of fear and hope. He takes a deep breath, feeling the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. "We've been through a lot together, but I feel we've reached a point where continuing like this is no longer sustainable. I've decided it's time to close our operations." The room fills with murmurs and expressions of shock. He watches as his colleagues try to process the news, each dealing with the reality in their own way. Some lower their heads in resignation, while others close their eyes, trying to control their emotions. "This is the hardest decision I've ever made," he continues, "but we need to be realistic. Sometimes, persisting beyond the limit only leads to more suffering." After the meeting, he retreats to his office, feeling empty and defeated. The walls seem to close in around him as he reflects on what could have been. The silence is deafening, and he feels a deep pain in his chest, knowing that giving up the electric vehicle company is a blow not only to him, but to everyone who believed in his vision. Disillusioned and searching for a new direction, he decides to sell all his shares and properties for a pittance. With the money, he starts a children's entertainment company, believing that a joyful and carefree environment might help him find some peace. The company prospers, and he becomes the main clown at the parties, bringing smiles to children's faces. But inside, he feels something is missing. Life as a clown is a drastic change. He dresses in colorful outfits, paints his face with vibrant makeup, and performs simple magic tricks to entertain the kids. But the laughter of the children cannot erase the sense of failure that lingers in his heart. He deals with unruly kids who pull his rubber nose, kick his shins, and make jokes about his funny hat. Each party is a reminder of how far he has strayed from his true ambitions. On a particularly tough party day, he's about to lead the birthday song. The kids are restless, running around, and the parents try to keep order. He takes a deep breath, adjusts his colorful hat, and prepares to lead the birthday chorus. "It's time for the birthday song," he announces with a forced smile. The children gather around the cake and he begins to sing. But as he sings, a deep sense of regret and longing for change washes over him. He realizes that despite the difficulties, his true dream still lives within him. As he blows out the candles, he closes his eyes and makes a silent wish. "I wish I could redo my choice," he thinks, concentrating intensely. Miraculously, he feels a strange sense of vertigo. When he opens his eyes, he's back at the crucial moment of decision in the electric vehicle company's office. The farewell words he had prepared vanish from his mind, replaced by new determination. "We've been through a lot, but I believe we need to take it a step further," he says firmly. "We will find creative ways to overcome these obstacles. We will not give up." The room fills with murmurs of surprise and hope. He looks at his team, seeing their renewed determination reflected in their eyes. Together, they tackle the challenges, find new investors, and improve their production processes. Success comes gradually, but with each victory, he feels a deep satisfaction. He sees his dreams taking shape, transforming industries and contributing to a more sustainable future. The responsibilities keep growing, but he carries the weight with a renewed sense of purpose and resilience. This is Elon Musk. This partially fictional story reveals the visionary behind some of the greatest innovations of our time. His perseverance and courage have shaped how we live and interact with technology. But what if he had given up? Imagine a world where Musk had stopped. The revolution of electric cars and sustainable battery technologies might never have happened. Space exploration, with its promises of making life multiplanetary, could have stalled for decades. Without Musk's innovation, many global challenges might seem insurmountable. The shift to a greener economy and technological transformations could have been delayed, limiting our progress. Elon Musk's story shows that each of us plays a crucial role in the universe. Even when facing difficulties, our actions have the power to shape the future. Remember, Elon Musk's journey teaches us that everyone has a place in the universe and a role to play. Each choice we make can unlock a brighter, more innovative future for all. If there's love and growth in what you're doing, keep going, don't stop. If you enjoyed the story, consider subscribing to the channel and give it a thumbs up. Take care.